Hi everyone, and welcome to your shoulder, wrist, and upper body flow. This sequence is designed to help release any pain or tension that you may have developed in your upper body due to sitting for work or even too much movement, or even just some things that tend to happen over time, even the hunching forward, the way we've slept. All of those things can kind of change how our body feels. So in today's practice, we're going to kind of flow through some upper body movement to hopefully help you relax and feel more open. Grab your yoga mat and we'll start today in child's pose. As we move to child's pose, bring your knees down to the ground. And remember, you can have your knees together or apart. So your choice, just make sure that your big toes are touching. So I'm going to separate my knees, but I'm going to let my big toes touch. Then I'm going to bring my chest down towards the ground as my forehead meets the mat, and then I'll start to feel kind of this softening in my low back. So I invite you to kind of figure out that space for yourself, the release, the tension. Breathing in and out gently, and just finding an opportunity here while you're in this pose to lengthen, stretch, breathe. And maybe even a big exhale out if you want. Good. I want you to press into your hands, lift your elbows. So my fingertips are on the mat. I've lifted up my palms, my wrist, and my forearms, and I'm just kind of moving a little bit in my shoulders, almost drawing little circles with my elbows. And then exhale, kind of see if you can move a little bit the other way. So what we're trying to do is get a little bit of movement in the shoulder blade region. Good. Exhale, stay there with nice lifted arms, and then start to look forward to your hands. Good. Exhale, hands go flat. Bring your head back down. Beautiful. Bring the body all the way forward, cat your spine, and then you're going to exhale, go flat to your belly. Bring your toes closer together, tops of your feet down, and then you're actually going to bring your hands off of your yoga mat to the left and the right, and your elbows are going to be really high. Start to inhale, bring the chest up to a comfort level. Also increases the strength in your hands here as you press down into your fingertips like this. And then very carefully lower all the way down. Good. Let's do that twice more. Push down, shoulder blades hug in. Bring your chest up, gaze forward. And then exhale very carefully, lower down. One more round, push down into those fingertips, hug the scapula in, bring the chest up. And exhale, lower down. Beautiful. Good. Hands come in a little bit tighter. Push to your hands and knees. And then let's go ahead and drive ourselves back to downward facing dog. So as your hips start to lift and your eyes move back to your feet, why don't you turn your head side to side for me? Loosening up the muscles in your neck. Breathing in and out. And then exhale very carefully. We're going to come forward to plank. Feel your shoulders move forward. You're going to draw a circle around your wrist from the right. You're going to draw a circle around your wrist from the left, a little bit of core work, and then you're going to exhale, push back. Let's repeat, plank. Circle from the left, exhale, hold. Circle from the right, oh yeah, exhale, hold. Lift your hips, down dog. Last time, come forward. Circle from the right, draw that circle, good, neutral. From the left, you should feel your core when you circle. And now lift your hips up. Breathe out. Look to your hands. Take a few steps to get there and arrive in a forward fold. Let your feet come together. Bend your knees a lot and then tuck your chin. Feel your head hang. Inch by inch, stand with me. So take your time. And then I want you to sweep your arms all the way up into the air. Lean back. Good. Exhale, bring your hands out in front of you. I'll turn towards you so you can see. You're just going to cross one arm over the other. Let's go right over left, okay? Interlace your fingers now. From there, bring your arms up, 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 up. And then exhale, roll your wrists through and down. Therapeutic wrist roll. Roll back up, reach up, lengthen. And then roll with me back down. Good. Release your hands here. Exhale. Take a flat back. Step your left foot back into a lunge. You're going to reach your right arm behind you. Over the head, circle it 3 times. 1. Find your range of motion. 2. Last time, 3. And now I want you to inhale like you're going to row. Pull your elbows straight up and reach your fingertips to the sky. Hold it. 3. Look up to your right hand if you want. 2. And then exhale, slim the arm forward, step back, plank. Good. Nice shoulder and arm circles there. Chaturanga. Back bend when ready. And then lift. Good. Exhale, breathe out. Look to your hands, your choice. Step or float up. Halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Reach and rise, arms up. Exhale, I'll turn towards you again. So again, arms are out. Left arm on top this time, because we did right the other. Interlace your fingers, okay? Now, bring your arms up. The goal is to try to get those biceps behind the ears if you can. Don't dip your hips forward. Hug in, reach up. And then exhale, roll through, therapeutic wrist roll. And then roll back up. Good. One more round. Roll. And release. Halfway lift the spine. Take your right foot back. Left arm reaches back. Arms circle up and over the head 3 times. 1, 2. One more time. Back. Over the head. Exhale. Put your hand almost down, but I want you to row it straight up like you have a dumbbell and then pick that arm straight up into the air. So just changing kind of how you got into this pose. Exhale, one more breath. Look up if you want to. And then swim your left arm forward, shoulders on top of wrist. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Back bend. And then lift. Good. Shake out your neck. Shake out your head. 3, 2. And then press your right leg up when you're ready. Let's take our right foot in between our hands. Bring your hands to your hips to assist your torso. And then you're going to inhale, eagle arms. So arms to a T. Right arm comes under. Hold your shoulders, okay? Or forearms. Love eagle arm pose. Back bend. And now hinge inside of your leg and hang out. Good. Back bend. And then hinge inside of your leg and hang out. Find your balance. Yes, your right leg is working a lot. Bring your bind all the way up. Hold it. And then reach your arms up. Good. Take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Take your knuckles down your left leg. Open the heart. 3, 2. And then exhale. Split your hands. Reach up. And then hands to mat. 3-legged dog. Right leg presses to sky. Lift your leg. Exhale. When you're ready, lower it to meet your left foot. Shift to plank. And then we're going to lower all the way down to our belly. Now, pivot a little bit to the left. You're going to extend your right arm out to the right. You're going to roll onto the right shoulder. Right ear comes down for this variation of opening up through the front body. So this should feel pretty yummy. You can bend your left knee and plant your foot behind your straight right leg. Your choice. 3. Good. 2. And then as we pivot back through center, take your time. And then you're going to ground your hands, your choice, plank or hands and knees. And then meet me back in dog. Left leg rises, breath in. Exhale, step through, breath out. Hands to hips, torso aligns. Core tight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Garudasana, eagle arms on the left. So hook the left under the right. Hold your shoulders or crisscross forearms. Exhale, dive in. Hold for a moment. Good. Come all the way back up. And dive in. Hold for a moment. Good. Come all the way back up. Hold it. 3, 2, back bend, and then free your arms for me. Take them up. And then we'll clasp our hands gently behind our back. And as you interlace your fingers, slide your knuckles down your booty / back leg. Good. And then on your exhale, come down and bring your hands down. Left leg reaches, inhale. Big stretch. Exhale, toes touch. Bend your knees a little, shift forward plank. And then again, I invite you to find your belly. Lower down with me. Move over to the right side of the mat some. Extend your left arm out. Lower your left ear. Step your right foot over. And then feel the opening in the front of the left chest and shoulder. Right knee is facing the sky. You should feel the space here in the hip flexor a little bit. Breathe. 3. Good. 2. And then you're going to gracefully roll back to center. You can always stay in that pose, by the way, for longer than that. This time, instead of plank, I want you to move through Cobra or up dog. So hug your scapula in. Inhale, bring it up, 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 up. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to shorten our stance. So I want you in a forward fold in the middle of your mat. We're going to half bind our right arm and we're going to put it behind our back. Okay? Good. Now, pick up your left hand, make a fist. And you're going to draw 3 circles with your arm in one direction. And then 3 circles with the other, trying to loosen up that shoulder. Good. And then hang there. 3, 2, and then exhale, fingertips release. Left arm comes behind the back, ground your forearm. Right arm hangs heavy, make a fist. If you're touching the ground, come up some. 3, 2, 1, and then reverse. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let your hand go. And then exhale, left hand down. Take a few breaths here in your forward bend. Now, why am I teaching you this, right? Why are we doing these motions for our shoulders? What's happening? And honestly, it's the idea of allowing yourself the opportunity while you're in this pose to really release the shoulders so that you don't have more tension after yoga practice, but instead you can use these little tools throughout your day. Let's rise all the way up on our inhale. Once you get there, sweep your arms up. And then pull your hands to heart center. Good. Stand tall. Ground down through your right foot. Raise your left knee to your chest, and we're going to simply shift our body into warrior three. Now, I'm in the middle of my mat specifically, so I have room just because of the walls on either side of my space. But it's okay if you're at the front of your mat too. And then I want you to start to bow over your right leg, letting your left leg lift even higher. And then you're going to just, boom, put both hands down on the earth, okay? Try to lift your leg as high as you can. And then you're going to bend your left knee, open up your hip. Now, right arm is going to reach up from behind, and you're going to try to grab onto your left foot. You're going to walk your left hand forward. So watch my left hand. It's going to walk out, those little spider fingers. And then as you kick your left foot into your right hand, you're going to try to look underneath your left armpit. 3. Hold balance. This is a very easy one to fall in. 2. Now look forward. Both hands are reaching out far. You're on your fingertips. Reach up. And then exhale, release your toes together. Walk your hands back to your feet and fold forward. Good. Bone by bone stand. Draw 3 circles with your shoulders back. 1. Good. 2. One more rep. And 3. Take your arms all the way up and then pull your hands to your heart. And again, hopefully you feel some heat in the upper body from the work so far. Right knee comes to chest, stand tall. You can be in the front of your mat or with me in the middle. Again, depends on your space. Right leg reaches back. Virabhadrasana C. Squeeze and tone through your legs. Pull your belly up and in. Think Cobra of the chest. 3. 2, and then start to make your way closer to the mat. Bow, 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 and then at the last moment, let your hands hit. Good. Right leg lifts higher. Bend your knee, open your hip. Left hand reaches up. Grab onto your right foot. So the first goal would be grabbing the foot. The second goal is kicking the foot into the hand and lifting the thigh. The third is walking this right hand further away from you. So it's like a long kickstand. And then the final part would be turning your gaze and your chin underneath your right armpit to try to create more room, more balance. 3. Breathe. 2. Breathe. Yes, yes, yes. And then exhale. Look at your hands. Put both hands at a parallel plane on the mat. Lift your left leg up. Woo. And release. Good. Walk your hands back to your feet. And then roll up. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your bottom, but first open up those feet about as wide as your mat. You're going to slide your knuckles down your tailbone, so back bend. Hinge, butt up, gaze back, oh yes, and fold. Let it feel good. So you should feel much more open, hopefully, in the upper body based on the movement and sequencing from today. Think about using the therapeutic wrist roll, those shoulder circles, this stretch throughout your day when you're feeling tight in those areas. Exhale, you're going to look left, pull your fingertips to the right. Almost done here. And now look right, pull your fingertips to the left. Good. And then as you come to center, put your hands on your low back and then let them come all the way down to the mat. Flat back. Exhale, one foot and then the other, come to plank. Chaturanga, lower. Inhale up, and then exhale, down dog. Drop your knees. Now, it wouldn't really be a shoulder opening practice without thread the needle. So let's raise the right arm up. Think about the range of motion circles we took as well. Those are really helpful. So thread through. And then you're going to take your left arm up behind your back for a half bind, trying to hold the top of your right thigh bone. 3. Roll your shoulder up. Can you look at the ceiling? Can your right ear kind of almost lift up so you can roll further onto the side of your right, kind of back of the head? Good. Raise your left arm up. Put it down on your yoga mat, please. Inhale, reach up through the right. Exhale, release right hand. Left arm, inhale, reaches up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, right arm, please reach, hold it. And now behind the back, half bind, or try to grab the top of that thigh if you can all the way. And then I'm going to roll my eyes up to the ceiling. 3, 2, reach with the right, ground the right, raise the left. Yes, you can. Take a big stretch. Beautiful. Let it go. Walk your hands out in front of you. Puppy dog pose. So your booty stays up, your ribs start to lower, your chin gets lower, and you think about child's pose, but you don't actually go there. So hopefully if you can get your chin down, you can feel that space in your upper back, shoulders, lats, side body. 3, 2, and then you're going to inhale, pick up your chin, push into your hands so your forearms lift, walk those hands back, and then sit to one side so we can have a seat on our mat. Beautiful. Good. Exhale. You're going to bend those knees, plant your feet, give yourself a hug. Now this hug can be an upright hug, or I invite you to round forward. 3, 2, and then inhale, long spine. Exhale, lay on your back with me. Scooch forward, reach forward, and then please lower down. Good. Take both arms into the air. Interlace your fingers, push them up to the sky, and then reach overhead, and then reach back up to the sky. Again, reach overhead. Reach back up to the sky. You should start to feel some fatigue, not even just stretch, but you feel it. Now reach overhead as far as you can with your arms. Pull your core in and down. And then exhale, release your arms to a field goal-like position with your palms facing up by your sides. Your elbows are slightly in line with your shoulders, or if that's too much, you can slide your elbows down more towards your ribs, okay? Let your knees come to your chest without using your hands. Pick up your butt, bump it left, and now spinal twist to the right, keeping your arms in this field goal-like shape. We're doing this today because this gives you a little bit more room to stretch through the front of the pec and anterior deltoid, your shoulders. And then I want you to take your left arm, straighten it up over your head so your bicep meets your ear. And then you're going to kind of roll to your right ear as that left arm keeps reaching. So we went from our back with a bent elbow, okay? And then we took that left arm straight up. We started to lean to the right, and that's where you got that long stretch on the left side body. Exhale. Bring it back to your field goal. Bring your knees back to center. Pick up the booty, bump it right. Drop your knees to the left. Good. Exhale. Just stay here for a moment. This side's much easier for me to twist, and I don't feel as much pull through the right shoulder, so you may notice differences. And now let's take the right arm up. Let's start to kind of roll slightly to the left. Not a lot, just a little. And you should feel that really big pull from pretty much like the armpit up. 3, 2, come back to center, field goal-like shape one more time. Bump the hips, centered. And now let your arms hug in. You should feel kind of this really nice sensation as you do that. Knees to chest. Open your mouth to sigh. Let your arms gently rest by your sides, palms face up. Let your legs reach forward when you're ready. Close your eyes and melt your back body into the ground as you find Shavasana. Think about all of the different movement that you gained from the belly button up throughout this practice, where not only does sometimes opening up the front of the body assist pain and tension release, but also it helps open maybe the back or side body. Areas we want to constantly stretch and pay attention to that so that they stay healthy. You're breathing in and out quietly and with some form of control. And then I invite you to take your palms that are currently laying next to you face up and put them face down on your belly. Let your elbows come a little bit out to the sides, and you should notice a different sensation in your wrist, forearms, chest. Feeling a little bit more grounded with your energy. On your next breath, move the right foot closer and the left foot. And then from there, let them come into your chest so you can give yourself a big hug. Rock a little bit from side to side. Exhale, come up to seated, big rock. And then as you sit up tall, try to find a place where your shoulders can soften. Hands at heart center. Are you sitting in a rounded shape, or do you feel more open? Noticing those small changes through practice, especially when sequenced around one area, and hopefully your bodies feel good. Have a great rest of your day, and as we bow forward, I invite you with me, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining for this practice. Nice job.